right, hello. It is Thursday, May 9th. We are here for more Pixar Fest food. We are here for the 6 new booths that are actually supposed to open tomorrow on May 10th, but they have actually just soft opened. So we are starting at Portorosso Pasta. So let's go ahead and start with the Portorosso Pesto Pasta. This is $8.25. This is ribbon pasta tossed in a basil pesto with potatoes and green beans. That is an interesting combination. The green beans look like they are freeze-dried. I don't know how I feel about that. So let's mix this up. Lots of potato chunks. Yeah. Not a fan. Maybe another bite will be a little better. The freeze-dried green beans on top are not doing this for me. The pesto's okay. It tastes like it's maybe out of a jar. The pasta's cooked fine, but this is not it. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 7. I would, unless you're really craving pasta, I would skip this. Not great. All right, up next, also from Portorosso, we have a non-alcoholic drink. This is the Sea Monster Lemonade. This is $7.50. This is lemonade, white grape juice, peach syrup, garnished with blue citrus mango jellies. They did give us a boba straw for this, so we're going to go ahead and mix this up. Oh, this actually isn't bad. This tastes like lemonade with a little bit of kind of that peach gummy flavor at the end. It is a little bit sweet, but not like sickly sweet. The blue citrus mango jellies taste just like what you would think it does. They're kind of chunky. So you will get some in the straw with the boba, but yeah, very citrusy, very light, very refreshing. Again, this isn't life-changing by any means, but if you have a kid that likes lemonade and a little bit of the peach flavor, it's not a bad option. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 7. It's fine. All right, our last offering from Portorosso is the alcoholic drink, which of course I'm a little excited for. This is the Silenzio Limoncello. This is $17. We have limoncello, amaretto, and Aperol liqueurs. We have some blood orange syrup, lemonade, house-made oregano tea, and garnished with some micro daisies. It is very pretty. We did get a couple comments as we were walking with it, people asking us where we got it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir because Disney drinks always need a good stir. Interesting. I'm definitely getting a lot of the amaretto. So the almond flavors coming through, which looking at this, you wouldn't think that it would taste like the amaretto. It's actually pretty good. Not super sugary, not getting a lot of the limoncello, mostly just kind of getting amaretto with a little bit of the blood orange note in there. So if you like amaretto and blood orange, I would go ahead and give this a try. It is a little bit syrupy, but like I said, it's not one of those like typical sickly sweet Disney drinks that they sometimes have. Again, not amazing, not bad. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 7 as well. It's fine. It's $17, so choose your money wisely on that, but it's all right. All right, our second booth is Spark, after Soul. We have 2 food items here, a non-alcoholic drink and an alcoholic drink. We're going to start with the Supper Club chicken and potato waffles. This is $8. Comes with peach cobbler sauce and a cinnamon herb crumble. It looks interesting. It's interesting. The more I eat it, the more I like it. The chicken's actually pretty well cooked. It's like tiny little chicken nuggets. They're super crispy. The peach cobbler sauce is an interesting pairing, but I'm not hating it. It's just really interesting. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. The pairing, it works, but it doesn't work at the same time. Again, if you like chicken and you want to try this with the peach, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 5 out of 7 because I want to continue to eat it, and that's telling me that I like it more than I think I do. The savory and the sweet is kind of working for me the more I eat it. It's definitely interesting. Yeah, go ahead and give this one a try. Not bad. All right, up next we have our first dessert. This is the half note jazz cake. It is $7.25, and it just says traditional red velvet cake. This is a chunky boy. Is thick. Not sure what to do with these piano notes on top. I mean, I know it's edible, but it's interesting. Oh, this is good. It's very light. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 7. This is actually pretty good. Very red velvety. If you like red velvet cake, you're gonna love this. It's not overly sweet. Even though it's super, super thick, it is very, very light. Yeah, this is great. 6 out of 7. Everything's better with rum. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we have the SPARK-ler. This is $13.50. It is non-alcoholic. It is so expensive because it does come with a glow cube. Our glow cube has sunk to the bottom. It's just your typical square Disney glow cube. Nothing that you need to run out and get. So this is cotton candy, blue curacao syrup, mango puree, pineapple, and lime juice, and garnished with a glow cube. And it's not much of a garnish because it sank to the bottom. So again, I'm going to give this a really good stir. This would definitely be better with some alcohol in it. This just tastes like blue curacao and pineapple. That's all I'm getting. It's very tropical. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of the Pog juice that they have over at Smoke Jumpers right now, even though it's green. Yeah, it's super tropical, super fruity. If you like pineapple and mango, you're going to love this. It is a little bit on the sweeter side, but this is a really good non-alcoholic option if you like some tropical fruity stuff. And you get a glow cube. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 7. All right, last from the Spark booth, we have the Great Beyond. This is $18.50. This is gin, maraschino liqueur, violet and blue curacao syrups, lemon juice, pear nectar, topped with a butterfly pea flower tea. That has a lot to say, and garnished with a white orchid. It is very, very pretty. So we took our pretty photos. We're going to stir this because I do not want a giant sip of gin. Oh, whoa. That is a lot of gin. Okay. Unfortunately, this is very gin forward. I am not getting much of the blue or violet curacao. I'm not getting much of the lemon juice or pear nectar. I'm getting a little bit of the butterfly pea flower on there. I don't know how else to describe this other than it tastes like purple and gin. Yeah, this is very gin forward. If you like gin, I think you will love this. I do not like gin. This one's going to be a 2 from me. I'm not even sure letting this sit for a bit's going to save it from the very, very much gin that is happening right now. Not a fan. It's unfortunate because it's very pretty, but 2 out of 7 for this one. Too much gin. All right, we have moved over to the area outside of Avengers Campus. Our first stop is going to be the Four Town Favorites. We are starting with the Red Panda Bao. This is $9. It is jumbo pork and vegetable bao with a chili garlic sauce. And this is huge. It's very red. I don't really know what to do with that. Let's go ahead and cut this open. The bao is very soft, as it should be. As you can see, the inside... Not seeing a lot of vegetable. Let's try it without the sauce first. This is good. It tastes just like an egg roll filling, a pork egg roll filling. The bao is super soft, as it should be, cooked well. Let's put a little bit of that chili garlic sauce on there. Chili garlic sauce is a little bit spicy. It's okay for me, but if you don't like spicy, I would avoid it. But it definitely just tastes like spicy chili and some garlic. For me, that really actually sets this apart. Pork is well cooked, really well seasoned. This is great. I'm going to say 6 out of 7. I would probably get this every couple trips that I'm here. This is wonderful. Really well cooked. Well done. All right, up next we have the Panda Apocalypse. This is an experience. It's very pretty. Took great photos. This is $6.75. This is layers of chocolate chunk brownie and New York style cheesecake. Topped with orange and red cream cheese frosting. On paper, this sounds fantastic. And I was a little worried the brownie would be frozen, but nope, I got a nice big chunk right there. It all came out in one piece. Wow. Yeah, this is actually really good as well. Well done, Four Town. Very, very dense cheesecake. This is not the lighter cheesecake. This is the really dense cheesecake. The brownie is nice and soft. The chocolate and the cheesecake pair very, very well together. It is sweet. The frosting is giving this pretty high sugar, but it's really good. This takes a really nice photo. It's super fun. It's on point. Yeah, if you are a chocolate cheesecake lover, I would definitely come get this. I'm going to give this one a 7, and I don't do that a lot. This is really, really good. And it is a huge portion. Like, you could definitely share this between 3 or 4 people. Yep, that is fantastic. Well done. All right, our last stop at Four Towns is a non-alcoholic drink. This is the only booth that doesn't have any alcoholic drink, or like specialty drink, I guess I should say. This is called the Nobody Like You Cooler. It is $7.50. We have a lot going on here, so let's go ahead. This is Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company Raspberry Rose Tea, white cranberry. I feel like we've got a lot of white cranberry happening today. Lime and orange juice, cherry syrup garnished with an orange wedge candy gummy, and ours has sunk to the bottom. I mean, like immediately I tried to save it and it just was not happening. It is very red, as was all the food here, which makes sense. Whoa. This tastes like a cherry starburst. This is just very, very heavy cherry syrup. So if you like super, super sweet cherry, then you're gonna love this. But for me, this is way too syrupy, way too sugary. That's too bad, because the food here was wonderful, but unfortunately, this is going to be a 2. This is not great. I don't even think some alcohol would save this. Nope, way too sweet. Oof. So food at Four Towns, great. Drink, way too sugary. Our next booth is Gusteau's To Go. This booth is tucked away in that little area behind Carthay, so you can't really see it until they open it, and they open those big doors. We're going to start with the Ratatouille Pizzetta. This is $8. It is topped with mozzarella, eggplant, squash, zucchini, a drizzle of tomato sauce, and a wedge of French, I'm going to butcher this, camembert. Sorry, I butchered that. Not gonna lie, this kind of looks like the Lunchable pizza that I used to make in middle school. I am not super optimistic going into this, but maybe it will be better than it looks. It's okay. It does taste kind of like frozen pizza. The crust is not great. Despite it being pretty hot out, it's actually kind of cold. Yeah, this is not great. It tastes like it's all kind of store-bought ingredients. I mean, I applaud the effort for what they were trying to do. A little wedge of cheese on top. The idea of it is cute. The execution is not great. This one's going to be a 2 out of 7 for me. It's just, I don't know, it just tastes like a bunch of cardboard crust with some shaved vegetables put on top and tomato sauce out of a jar. So again, I applaud the effort, but unfortunately this is going to be a 2 out of 7 for me. I would not run to go grab this one. Up next, we have the Gusteau Macaron. This is creme brulee mousse and with a caramel center. This is $7.75, so it's a little bit pricey, but it is beautiful. It is very, very large, as most of these are, so definitely shareable. Very chewy. The outside shell is super light and airy, crispy on the outside, just like it should be. Feeling is very vanilla-y. A little bit of caramel coming through. It does remind me of creme brulee. This is definitely not the best one of these that I've had here, but this one's not bad. It's definitely lighter, very vanilla forward. If you like creme brulee and you want to try sharing this and taking the really cool photos, I'd give this a shot, but a little bit underwhelming. I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 7. It's fine, but I'm still thinking about that cheesecake I had from Four Towns. So if you want a dessert, I would get that over this, unless you really want the photo. We have 2 alcoholic drinks. This first one is Le Critique Cognac Sidecar. This is $17. We have Cognac, apricot liqueur, house-made fig syrup, strawberry puree, lemon juice, and topped with sparkling wine and garnished with a strawberry. This drink is very pretty. It is a very large strawberry they gave us. I'm going to mix this up because I see all of the sparkling wine on top. Interesting that they use sparkling wine and not champagne, but that's a conversation for a different day. Ooh, this is good. The strawberry puree actually tastes very fresh to me. I'm getting a lot of strawberry and then just kind of finishing with that sparkling wine. So it's almost like a strawberry mimosa kind of flavor. Yeah, this is good. Very good. It is a little bit sweet from the strawberry puree coming through. Heavier drink for sure. Maybe not something I would want more than one of. But this is one of the better mixed drinks I've had here from the booth. So I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 7. Again, not amazing, but it is very strawberry forward. Loving the sparkling wine. Yeah, this one's not too bad. All right, our last item from Gusteau's is yet another drink. Go us. This one is also $17. This is the Little French Daiquiri. This has rum French wine aperitif. Again, sorry, I'm butchering the French things. Pear nectar, cherry plum syrup, and lime juice. And it is garnished with a bruleed pear chip. That one did not fall down to the bottom. That's a big pear chip. So we were going to mix this one up really well. I actually do not like this one. It's interesting. I thought I would like this. I'm not really getting any of the flavors coming through. A little bit of the rum and the pear. I'm not tasting the cherry or the plum, and not getting any of the lime juice. I don't know if this needs to sit a little bit longer. Not a fan of this one. Very underwhelming. Yeah, all I'm tasting is just the paper straw. This one's weird to me. Not a fan. I'm going to give this a 1 out of 7, unfortunately. I thought I'd like this one. That's too bad. All right, well, sidecar it is from this one. Right, our 5th booth is also over here in between the 4 towns. I don't know why I'm flinging silverware around. And over across from Avengers Campus, this is the Elemental Table. That is a little confusing to say because I just want to say Elemental Table. Element Table. That's what I want to say. Anyway, we are going to start with the Smoked Firewood BBQ-spiced Impossible Chicken. This is $8.50. It is Impossible Chicken with a hot mustard sauce, pickles, and charred onion. It is a pretty big serving. There are 3 giant chunks of Impossible Chicken in there, and the onion is very well charred. Go ahead and give this a try. Gonna get a little bit of that. Oh, the onion is all together. Okay, we'll eat that separately. I actually really like this. If you didn't tell me this was Impossible Chicken, I honestly probably wouldn't know. Outside is super crispy. It's well cooked. I do wish there was a little bit more of the sauce. It's not spicy at all. The charred onion gives it some nice smokiness. It does kind of remind me of the movie, which I like. The pickles are a nice addition. This is actually very good. I'm very happy with this. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 7. Like, I would definitely eat this again. Portion size is huge. Flavors are good, mixed well together, really well cooked, and it's on point for the theme of the booth. Yeah, pleasantly surprised with that. Also from the Elemental Table, we have the Cold Nut Whoopie Cookie Pie. That is $7. It is cake cookies baked with cocoa powder filled with cream cheese frosting. And this is massive. So far, just from the looks of it, it does look on point for the movie. Actually, we're just going to bite into this. This tastes exactly like what it sounds like. Not getting a lot of the cocoa, choking on the cocoa powder. Yeah, really heavy on the cream cheese frosting on the inside. This is a huge serving size, definitely shareable. Not a ton of flavor on the cookie, but it does remind me of a whoopie pie. Yeah, this on its own does not have a ton of flavor, but if you like the cream cheese frosting, I think you'll be happy with this. It's not great. It's fine. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 7. It is cute and on theme for the movie. But again, if you want a dessert, go to 4 Towns. The Elemental Table also has 2 alcoholic drinks. We have 2 margaritas. One is themed for water, the other for fire, which I actually think is really cute. And they both come with an entire rock candy situation. So I guess probably not for me. I like the idea of it, but I don't need an entire rock candy in my drink. But first we're going to start with the H2O Rita. This is $17. It is tequila, blue curacao syrup, lychee nectar, yuja puree, lime juice, garnished with a rock candy stick. Again, $17. They're both the same price. This is really heavy on the yuzu. Not a bad margarita, not a great margarita, just kind of average. If you like yuzu, I think you'll be happy with this. The tequila is really well masked, but very, very, very heavy on the yuzu. 3 out of 7 for this one because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a huge stomach ache if I drink this entire thing. So again, yuzu fans, go ahead, give this a try. If you're not a yuzu fan, I would skip this. For $17, there's better drinks in the park. All right, our last thing from the Elemental Table is the Exothermic Margarita. Again, also $17. Also has the entire rock candy stick in it. This has tequila, ancho chili liqueur, passion fruit nectar, lime and grapefruit juices, and agave nectar. For my taste, this sounds a little bit more like something I would enjoy. This is a really good stir with our rock candy. Yeah, this one's more my speed. It's still a little bit on the sweeter side. There's enough of the chili liqueur to let me know it's there, but it's not spicy by any means. It's more of a smoky note at the end. I'm getting a little bit of tequila coming through. This just tastes like actually a pretty good margarita with some grapefruit notes at the end. So a sweeter grapefruit margarita with a little bit of smokiness at the end. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 7. Again, for me, this is a little more drinkable than the blue one was. The blue one was a little too yuzu heavy. I don't know why we have to put yuzu in everything right now in this park, but that's the situation we're in. Yeah, 5 out of 7 for this one. It's fun with the rock candy, and again, on point with the rest of the food. I would definitely grab those Impossible Chicken tenders, whatever you want to call them, and grab one of these and be a nice little meal. All right, we are on our last booth. It is called Hanger Management. That is appropriate for my mood right now because there's a lot happening here and it is very crowded all of a sudden at DCA. Anyway, this booth is back over by Monsters Inc. and it is very mac and cheese based. So we have 3 different offerings. We have the Joyful Yellow Comforting Mac and Cheese. This is $8.50 for just the regular mac and cheese. It has Happy Cheesy Puffs, aka I'm pretty sure these are just puffy Cheetos. It's fine. It just tastes like theme park mac and cheese. Again, if you want something simple or you have picky kids, I think they'll be very happy with this. The giant puffy Cheetos on top should add some crunch. It's fine. It gets a little bit congealed. It kind of tastes like the Velveeta box mac and cheese that you get. Nothing life-changing, but it's a solid offering. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 7. Again, I think kids will be very happy with this, and our picky eaters will also be super happy with this. And then for $8.50, you can get just the Angry Red Hot Mac and Cheese. It has spicy Cheeto crunch. Oh, it says spicy crunch. It's spicy Cheetos on top. Let's be real. All right, let's move on to this giant red pile of spicy mac and cheese. I'm a little bit concerned. Let's try a tiny little bite of this in case it's super spicy. Yup, she's spicy. Yeah, this is hot. If you like spicy food, you're going to love this. If you do not like spicy food, do not even waste your time with this. All I'm getting is just like jalapeno and pepper. That's all that is coming through. It is spicy. Again, the spicy Cheetos on top do add some texture and crunch, but again, I see what they're trying to go for here with the anger and the joy, but this is just very one note and just way too spicy. This is going to be a 1 out of 7 for me. I'm sorry. That's not super edible. We have the Mood Swing. That is a half portion of each of the mac and cheeses. That is $9. So you get the Joyful Mac and Cheese and the Angry Mac and Cheese. So we have both, and then they've swapped the toppings. So the Joyful Mac and Cheese has the spicy Cheetos on top, and then the spicy mac and cheese has the puffy Cheetos on top. Now, see, this I like because it's the regular mac and cheese, and then the spicy Cheetos on top gives it a little bit of crunch and just enough heat. So for me, this is actually a better pairing, but I do not want this giant pile of spicy red madness on there. So this one's going to be a 2 out of 7 for me just because you do have this giant pile of way too spicy mac and cheese to eat. So again, if you like the spicy stuff, go ahead and give the super spicy mac and cheese a try. Otherwise, just come and grab the regular mac and cheese, which is way better. All right, and finally, we have come to our very last thing, the thing I was most excited to try. I love Moscow Mules. They do have an alcoholic drink here. It's called the Mood Stabilizer Mule. It is bourbon, watermelon liqueur, candied orange and watermelon syrup, orange and lime juice, topped with ginger beer and garnished with watermelon candies. The candies were on top, looking very pretty. Got our photos, and they have since sunk to the bottom. I'm probably not going to eat those anyway, so not a huge deal for me. But let's give this a stir. This is $17. I think most of the drinks have been $17 today. This is good. It is a little bit on the sweeter side for a mule. It is very watermelon heavy, so if you don't like watermelon, I don't think you're going to enjoy this. But the bourbon and the watermelon liqueur actually mix pretty well together, and then the ginger and the lime juices just kind of cut that a little bit with the acidity. Not the best mule I've had here, but I would grab this again. This is going to be a 5 out of 7 for me. Again, just a little too sweet for me. I feel like all of the drinks we've had today were just a little too sweet, but I would be happy with this and the super not spicy mac and cheese. All right, so that was it for the 6 new food booths. Overall, my thoughts, I feel like I was a little bit disappointed with a lot of it. I mean, I do generally feel like the booths, the food quality that comes out of the booths is usually not as good as the regular food stands. Same with the drinks, because the drinks are, of course, all pre-made and whatnot. Yeah, drinks overall were very sweet, a little bit hit or miss. I think the only thing that I'm like remembering is the stuff from Four Town. That bao was really good. The dessert from there was really good. And then just this regular mac and cheese was a solid offering. The strawberry sidecar, I would probably grab that again and possibly the Mule. But otherwise, if you do want to come to Pixar Fest, I would stick to the food on the Disneyland side. I do feel like the food on the Disneyland side overall was the best offering of the booths, the TCA food, and the Disneyland side. So we do our reviews up for everything for the rest of Pixar Fest. That dropped a few weeks ago. Go ahead, give the booths a try for yourself. Let us know in the comments your thoughts, and see you next time.